in the Middle East, in Africa, in other parts of the world, the oppressed people begin to straighten their backs up and say, we have broken the back of fear. We're willing to tell the truth about our suffering. We're willing to organize and mobilize. We're willing to die. We're willing to go to jail. We're willing to stay in the streets. We are not satisfied with becoming well adjusted to injustice. That's called a hot moment. It's hard to imagine we've been living in an ice age for 35 years. The neoliberal epoch is an ice age for most of the world, which is not to say that there hasn't been magnificent waves of resistance, collective and otherwise, in the West Bank and other places, but those are the pockets. But Edward Said is coming of age in a hot moment, not just in the States, but around the world. And what is most significant is he is willing to make the connection between what is going on in the American empire. The American empire is center stage, uncontested world power. Only the Soviet empire in some ways competitive, in other ways very uncompetitive. And trying to reshape the whole globe in its image and for its interests, primarily corporate interests. And Edward Said says what? He says, oh, but there's a people locked into a settler colonial experiment. Complicated because it's one of precious Jewish brothers and sisters who jump out of the burning buildings of Jew-hating Europe, but they land on the backs of some Arabs and they act as if these Arabs don't exist. They act as if there's land but no people, but that's a lie. That's a lie. And so the world is emerging in such a way that who can deny the depths of the evil and the suffering of millions of Jewish brothers and sisters in barbaric and bestial modern civilized Europe, the land of Beethoven and Goethe and Brahms and Schleiermacher and Nietzsche and so forth. No, Hitler is for real. So they land on the backs of these people and their humanity is rendered invisible. And Edward Said says, no, the condition of truth is to allow suffering to speak. We got to ensure that their voices, both from the grave and from the quick, has a role and place in this historical moment.